We are going to simulate transaction malleability using push data 2 opcode. So let's start. This is the attacker machine, and he browsed to bdbox.com, which is a fake trading website that we built for this demo. He logged in with his user. He had 30 MyCoins in his account. And now let's take a look on the BDBox wallet address. This is the BDBox wallet address with some Bitcoins. And the third machine is basically a simple mining machine. Okay. As you can see, there is 0 MyCoins in the wallet address of the attacker, and now I'm going to simply withdraw the MyCoins from the website of BDBox from my account to my personal wallet address. This is my wallet address, 30 MyCoins. I simply click withdraw, and BDBox sent me a new transaction, pending transaction with 30 MyCoins to my address, and this is the transaction ID. What we are going to do next is to mutate the transaction to add the push data 2 opcode into the transaction. We're going to do it manually. Of course, you should do it automatically to make it better chances to get inside the blockchain. So let's just get the raw transaction. This is the raw transaction, and I'm going to parse it manually. Let's place it over here. Okay, so this is the version. This is the number of the input transactions, which is 3. The previous transaction ID. The sequence of the previous transaction. And this is the length of the entire script sig, 6B. We are going to change only the first incoming transaction. 48, the first script sig length, and this is the script sig content. Okay, and we are not going to touch the rest of the transaction, which is not important at this time. So it's simply going to place it over here. Okay, so let's take the 6B and place it over here, the entire script length. Okay, and the 48, which is the length of the current script sig that we are going to change. And here, as you can see, there is the 4D, which is represent the push data 2 opcode. And now I'm going to place the original script sig length and going to pad it with 00 to make it 2 bytes. And now I'm just going to add the rest of the script sig content. Here we go. And 6B plus 2 should be 60. Now let's take it all together. Now 60. And the mutated script sig over here, and the rest of the transaction. Let's copy everything and place it over here. Let's just simply try to compare those two transactions. This is the original transaction, and below is the mutated transaction. We changed the 6B to 6D because we added 2 bytes. 4D, which is the push data 2 opcode, and 00 is the padding. Okay, because push data 2 gets 2 bytes instead of 1 byte. So let's take everything we're going to close the wallet to manually transmit the transaction. This is a script that we wrote to publish the transaction to the other peer, to the mining machine, okay, to make sure that it's going to be placed in the blockchain. So this is the mutated transaction. Boom. Now let's simply do the mining process. Let's start it. I open the Bitcoin client and start with the mining process. We need to wait for 2 confirmation. This is what we defined in the MyCoin network. In the perspective of the BDBox trading website, it needs to wait for 2 confirmations. Alright, so it might take a while, but basically it shouldn't take long because the difficulty is very low. So here's the first confirmation and the second one. Let's stop it for a minute and go back to our client. First of all, let's take a look on the MyCoin client. So simply I received 30 MyCoins from BDBox, which is basically what we wanted in the first place. But now let's see what BDBox think about it. If I will click refresh, BDBox believed that the transaction failed because the original transaction 623 blah 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 was basically failed, and what placed in the blockchain is the mutated transaction that we've just created, which means that I have 30 MyCoins. The other transaction, that the original transaction, will stay unconfirmed probably forever because the reference that has been used in the mutated transaction has already been used and cannot be used twice, and therefore the original transaction is going to stay invalid. What BDBox is going to do is going to regenerate another new transaction. So now let's just click refresh again, and boom, we have a new pending transaction straight from BDBox with 30 MyCoins to my account. And now just simply execute the mining machine again, the mining process, and wait for another 2 confirmations, and just wait to get another 30 MyCoins from BDBox. Here's the first confirmation. Opa. Second confirmation. Now we can just go back to the attacker wallet, and now we have 60 MyCoins, even though we had only 30 MyCoins in the BDBox website. Let's just simply click refresh and see what BDBox has to say about it. Now it's confirmed. I have 0 MyCoins in my balance, and BDBox believed that he just sent me only 30 MyCoins to my wallet, even though he actually sent me 60 MyCoins. And this is what transaction malleability is all about. So thank you very much for watching, and that's it.